Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Um, this video here I want to talk about everything related to Kizuna, coming up Kizuna. So the first topic I want to go over real quick is the new units on the banner. The Robin and Sal. I'm going to call this units RS just to make sure it's easy. Robin and Sal, RS, okay? So this unit is pretty interesting. It's going to be considered the 5th unit that's have really good synergy with Luffy, Solo, Sanji, and Harujin. Okay, so as you can see, those names that I mentioned, those units that I mentioned, they all share something in common. Like they are being int, they are all LBAF, they are all strikers. So that's 5 units. Well, 4 units including this one, 5 units. Gonna be really good together in a team, normal mode game, and even Rumble, I think. So yeah, this is the 5th straight unit. I have a feeling that Bandai might be pushing this team for Super Boss next month. I don't know, but that's just my gut feeling. However, if you ask me, should I pull? Should you pull? I say if you don't have Solo, Sanji, basically all you have is just Luffy, do not pull. And if you are free-to-play players, do not pull. If you are like somewhat like a dolphin like me now, then you can pull. Depends on how much you want to invest into it. I guess the more unit you have among those 4 previously, the more you have, the more likelihood you should be pulling, because this is like the last jigsaw, I think, the last member of the team could be. Well, yeah. So if you don't have the whole team, then you don't need to pull at all. Not worth it to invest in the unit. The unit is not going to do that great unless you have like the whole team. Okay. So yeah, but if you want to pull, just a reminder: do not pull beyond 10 or 11 multis, because that's considered sweet spot. The more you pull beyond that, the less return you're gonna get. Okay, so just reminding. All right, the next unit here is Rare Recruit, Olvir. Pretty good, I think. When you read her ability, she boosts a lot. She boosts your attack, your slot, and your type for what? For 4 turns. That's huge, I think. There's no other units in the game that can do that. Alright. So, is she unique? Yeah, pretty unique for Rare Recruit, but again, never ever pull for Rare Recruit. Alright, that'll be it for the new banners. I want to talk real quick about the new evolution, Black Maria. In the past, 2 new evolutions that was given to us, the kit, the strength kit, and the Sai Enelu. Those 2 units, when they got evolved, they were like amazing in terms of Rumble, okay, in terms of Pirate Rumble. But this one, is she gonna be good for Rumble? I actually read it, and I think she's pretty decent. However, some of her skills, some of her abilities are what somewhat depends on having Animal Kingdom pirates. And as you know, Animal Kingdom pirates, or Kaido's team, has been a little bit old. So they're not going to be able to compete with the recent units that coming out, especially the 12th anniversary, right? So, in my opinion, Black Maria here could be good, but that depends on what in the future. Like if there are more Animal Kingdoms pirates upgraded, maybe up to three units, maybe this unit will be good at that point. Okay, so if you have enough material, enough dupes, go ahead and evolve her. But if you don't have enough material, like Limit Break or Rumble's Scrolls, you don't need to upgrade her now. You can wait. But do play the Kizuna so that you can get as many orbs for evolving as much as possible. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the main thing of this video. which is the team preparation. Alright, team preparation for this Kizuna. So this month Kizuna, we only have 2 bosses. The 10-star Dex color and Sai color. We do not have super boss this time, okay? So, for those of you who are familiar with my tables here, these here is going to be information about bosses and the gimmicks. And then this column here will be a full batch team, and this will be non-full batch. You will see that in the picture I don't have all units slide in because I leave them open just so you know you can put any units in there because you don't really need any other units now. That the full batch and plus the Luffy, they can clear yeah, full batch plus Luffy can clear the Dex boss pretty much. So in the picture here I have Luffy as my captain, but on my game screen right here I switch SRS as my captain. It actually doesn't really matter that much, but just for the heck of it, I think having 2 Robin and Sal as your captain and friend captain might help you a little bit with the death damage and heal back some of your, HP. But yeah, anyway, for the full batch, if you have Luffy, either you put him as your captain or you put him in your crew. Just launch his special and then clear stage 4, pretty much. That's it. And that's going to be the same for non-full batch as well. I do believe that everyone here start the game right before 12th anniversary. Therefore, we all should have the Elbaf version of Luffy. So stage 2, regardless of full batch or non-full batch, all what you have to do is just launch Luffy's special and clear. Now move on to stage 3. On stage 3 here, one of your crew, so random picked, one of your crew will be blown away for 1 turn. Well, for 4 turns. Okay. So you can bring that unit back by using SRS special. It said that if there are 4 SHP means Straw Hat Pirate, Giant, and Elbaf, then it will remove blow away by 4 turns. Basically bring back whatever that unit is. So you gotta make sure that you have, even though I leave it like this, but you gotta make sure that you can fulfill this. And it's actually fulfilled already because Soul RS is considered Elbaf unit. So that's kind of like filled up that here. So bring back for sure. Right. So RS special should bring back the blow away unit, and then Olvia special will set defense to equal to 0, and then RS EX of this unit. There's a requirement, but you're gonna make it because let's check that now. I think the EX is that you need to have 3 Star Hats, Giant or Ohara, which now you already have it, okay? So you should be able to activate the EX here, and that should remove this. Then the next one is, okay, you can't heal. If you heal, then you're gonna deal damage to yourself, except you have recovery or semblant. So we just notice, we take a note on that and move on. We're not gonna heal. This gimmick here, it said that if intimidate, if you have attack or slot boost, it's gonna be reduced by 3 turns. So that's the reason why Olvia has 4 turns boost. And seriously, this is just how Bandai make Olvia a little bit unique. So you can't find any other units that can do the same thing as Olvia here. But anyway, if you have full batch, yeah, go with this. If you don't have Olvia, if you don't have full batch, we'll talk about that in a bit. You already maybe already can do a sneak peek here. But anyway, move on. Olvia will also remove block slot, okay, to matching slot to your own matching slot, and then we're not going to be using this damage reduction. And then set chain multi. This, we are not going to be using any spell that set chain multi. However, there's a super switch of RS that can set chain multi, and if you set chain multi by doing super switch or using EX, it's not going to trigger the interruption. So it's already been proved, and I'm pretty sure 99% that it will not trigger. Alright, then comes to the death damage of 240k. We are going to have, well, on my screen here, I'm putting Bartolomeo as a support on my Luffy, this Bato. So he will reduce damage that goes beyond 5,000 for one turn. Reduced by a lot, I think 90%, my guess, okay? So with this Bato is another option. And this is the main reason why I move Robin RS back to my captain, because I think if both my captain and friend captains are RS, then maybe I can reduce what, 50% of the damage, more damage reduction, like passively. So hopefully that should do it. If I have to fill in these two spots, what would I do? I would probably choose Straw Hats because it's fulfill Robin's and also Luffy requirements, and possibly preferable is going to be Sanji or Zoro, because if you can fill in Sanji and Zoro, then you can use the tandem of Luffy. Tandem of Luffy does have requirement that one of the unit has to be Zoro or Sanji. Okay, so that would be my my most preferable team. Let's say I'm just gonna put Sanji. Oops, maybe gotta remove filter. Not that Sanji. Okay, clear that. There you go. And then Zoro. Yep. Okay, so that would be my full batch team against the Dex boss. How about non-full batch? If you have non-full batch, I hope you guys have these units. All right. So these unit, everyone should have this Luffy and Rodo to start with. Okay. Then the Nami 3-sword Nami. I hope you guys have them. I would hope majority of us have this Nami. It's the 11th anniversary units. Okay, so what can she do? What is the reason why I picked this Nami? This Nami is picked because she changed block ops, and she also reduced the further reduced defense up. Okay, I mean, if you don't have this Nami, you can find something that further reduce defense up, because Rodo already reduced by 4 turns, and you just need one more unit or even a support that can reduce defense up 2 more turns, and then you can, you don't need this Nami. But I just chose her because it's Nami, right? Okay, most of the stuff is pretty much the same, except if you have this Vivi and Rebecca, she could be a very good option, because her special. Oh, by the way, it's gonna be tough because you have to level limit break her to like level 5 right here, so that she obtained this special here. So the special is going to increase orbs and attack by 2.5 and 2.75. Is that right? 2.5 and 2.25 for 3 turns. So if you use her special on stage 2, those attack and orb boost will get carried over to stage 3. Therefore, you don't have to worry about this intimidation. It's just another unit to increase the damage output. You don't have it, that's fine. You just don't need this. Yeah. Then question comes like, okay, Bill, what should I put for the empty slot? Or if you don't have this Vivi and Rebecca, what should you be using? you can use anything. I would recommend using straw hats. One of the 2 units here should be straw hats, and the reason is mainly because of Nami here, also her EX down here. One of them should be Rodolina, Soto, or Brook, and Luffy here also have, like, you know, the 3 of the unit has to be straw hat crewmates. So kind of like restricting you to use straw hats as many as possible. So the 2 units should be straw hats, and preferable if it's strength and striker would be even better. Okay, but I'll just leave this up to you guys, up to you. Yeah, because every one of us doesn't have the same character box, so you can find anything that you think see fit. But yeah, make sure that they are striker or cerebral or powerhouse, because if your unit are not those classes, you might not get the special cooldown reduction initially. All right, let's move on to side boss. Side boss is also straightforward if you have full batch team. All right, so on stage 1, saying that you need to bring strength or int, otherwise you will not get this cooldown reduction. So keep in mind, bring strength or int. So if it's a full batch, this one is a little tricky. I just remember it's a little tricky because if you have all the full batch, it's not going to clear the stage yet. You need additional 1 or 2 units, 2 units actually. So you need the full batch, Olvia and RS, and then the Luffy. How did I come up here? Okay, so you need to have RS and then Olvia and then Luffy, and then another one is that either Hadrujin or this Sabo. Okay, then you will be able to clear. Sanji is something I just put in there, but he can be replaced by any units you have in your character box, but should be int or strength. Remember that. All right, so stage 2, what you have to do is you will use all the special. You will get rid of special bind, you will change the slot, and then you will get the attack slot and type 4 turns, and then you just kill. Okay, 50% HP cut. It's going to be healed back 25% from your captain, and maybe another 25% from your friend captain. So you might be back at full health, but it doesn't matter. All you need to be back is above 60%, because that is what it says in stage 3. Alright, on stage 3, weakness is powerhouse. You will be special bind 7 turns, and this is why you need another unit that can reduce special bind. Harujin, which is the TM legend, can do this. However, I'm not expecting everyone to have Harujin, but I'm expecting a lot of people, majority of us, should have this Sabo. Okay. This Sabo can do almost exactly the same as Harujin. Okay. Why? Because he can get rid of special bind, and then his EX, it requires Luffy and Robin. So basically fulfill it, and it will change all the block slot, including block, sorry. Change crew slots including block into what? Into tandem. So once it's into tandem, it's no longer a type slot, then you will have a matching slot, okay? So that's why I said this Sabo works perfectly great with this team. Okay, so yeah. If I have to explain everything, it's just gonna be like 7 turns of special bind, take care by Harujin or Sabo special, and then this will not be activated because you have the 4 turns from Olvia special on stage 2, and that's the same for this one. Okay, the attack boost not gonna be activated because you have attack boost already from Olvia. Then nullification, you will need to use Luffy special here, and Luffy special will take 2 turns of nullification and the 7 turn of paralysis. Take care of that. Done. Then the 2-turn special reverse is going to be taken care by one of your Robin RS special. She will reduce 2 turns of crewmates cooldown. And this again, you can use RS EX to get rid of it. And you will not have this because your HP should be above 60% if you have full batch. And yeah, that's it. Pretty easy. And you just clear. All you need to have extra unit is the either hydrogen or this Sabo. In my opinion, this is the best. If not, you might be able to like find one unit that get rid of spatial bind, another unit that change the orbs into somewhat like recovery or tandem. Okay, or there's another way to go around, which is this team here. This is the team that I came up with. And if you can't think of anything, think of Lubon and Kuma. Maybe this is true. It has been true for the past few months. I think 4 or 5 months now, maybe half years. So this team here, what I have here is Lubon Kuma as your captain, and you will have to have int unit as a support for Lubon. And I choose this Bato because he can also reduce damage above 5,000 by a lot. So the plan is to use Luffy on stage 3 so that we don't have to worry about... Well, actually, we don't have to worry about it. Just, you can use any int support on Lubon. No need to be Bato. Okay. All right. So to fight this, 50% cut HP, you can't do anything about it, but one of your RS will heal back to 25%. And then special bind will be taken care by Kuma special. Launch it the first time. That will take care of the 7-turn special bind. And block slot, you don't have to worry because you have rainbow slot. There's something I need to put a note. I put a note here. Note number 1 is that Kuma special will give you type boost 3 turns. Alright? So that when you move on to stage 3, this type boost will no longer be activated. However, we need to do something about attack boost, and that's the reason why I put the Sabo Koala here. So starting with Sabo, and then you use super switch of Sabo Koala, so that Sabo Koala, well actually you don't have to, but you use it because you can switch to Koala, and that becomes int type. But the special, that's the thing. The special is what we care of. So the special of Sabo Koala will give you Free Spirit and Cerebral character attack by 2.75 for 3 turns. So if you have 3 turns, that means these 3 turns gonna get carried over to stage 3, and then it will not kick in this this gimmick because you still have Sabo Koala. One thing to note though, use Kuma before using Sabo Koala special, before switching, okay? Because Kuma, you need to apply type effect boost 3 turns before using Sabo Koala. Otherwise you will get less boosting, okay? And then another thing I want you to do is to heal yourself up, because I don't know, 25% here will be, it should be enough according to the math, but just in case, if it's not enough, make sure that you bring a healer. I would recommend this waifu here. And all you have to do is basically activate their EX. So it will heal 25% of the crew maximum HP, and then allow you to heal above your HP limit. But all you care is just healing, okay? So we avoid, if you can heal yourself up together with your friend captain Robin and Sol, that should bring you up above 60%, and therefore you don't need to deal with the 3 turns of pain. So that's pain, yeah. We don't need that. Thank you. So having her, just activate her EX on stage 2, and that should guarantee above 60% for sure. Alright, on stage 3, I said you can use Kuma EX and then launch Kuma special the second time. and that gets rid of 7 turn of special bind. You will use Friend Captain RS special and EX to get rid of these 2 gimmicks, and then you will use Lubon special to make sure to make all the whole team. I think this one is considered Straw Hat Pirates. So Straw Hat Pirates and Egghead are so the whole team will be able to hit through Nullification, hit through all defensive mechanics. Okay, and then what else? Paralysis. This is the time when you use Waifu special. That will take care of 10 turns of paralysis. And then Rainbow Slot. Yeah, easy peasy. This team should do it too. Should be able to actually carry you really far because it's Lubon and Kuma. Damage is going to be really high. Alright. Questions. If you have only Olvia, what can you do? You can put Olvia right here on this team. On this non-full batch team. Just put Olvia here. There you go. You fix it. If you only have like the RS team, then you have these 2 already. Olvia on this team here, you don't have Olvia. You can perhaps you can use this to plug in instead of Olvia, or you can have Nami and Rodo pretty much. That should be easy too. Okay. And what about this team? If you happen to pull Olvia only, what can you do? If you have Olvia only, then you don't need this Sabo Koala. Okay, well, that's easy remove. You can use Olvia instead, or you can just plug it here on this empty spot. That's a available spot for any units in your character box to put in. So you can put Olvia here and you can use this team, Lubon, Kuma. However, Olvia might not be boosted by Lubon Captain ability because she is not int, free spirit, nor cerebral. Oh wait, hold on. Is she cerebral? Maybe she is. Yeah, she'll be boosted. She will be boosted, my bad. Okay. Yeah, you can put Olvia here. Oh, if you have only RS unit, yeah, you can also plug RS in here as well. So this team should work. Okay. Alright, I think that covers everything. What else did I miss? Oh, Auto Plus. Are we able to make Auto Plus team? In my opinion, if you have full batch, you have high likely chance to make Auto Plus team. However, for the Dex boss, I really think that you cannot. Can you? Both actually. Both bosses, I don't think you cannot. Why? Because you kind of want to get rid of this. Attack down 90% if chain is less than 3.0. And that has to be activated by EX. And if you remember, if you go to RS EX requirement, is that in order to activate it, you need to be in Robin and Sal version. You need to be that form in the dual form. And in order to be in a dual form, you need to do Super Switch. And unfortunately, we don't have any Auto Plus support unit that say like Auto Plus at Battle 2 or at Battle 3 start with Super Switch, then EX Super Special, and then Launch Special. There is no support that can do that right now. Therefore, I think this is the main reason we cannot get rid of this. And if we can't get rid of this, that means the Auto Plus might not gonna work. It might work if we fighting really low level, where the bosses are not that strong. I mean, in terms of HP, the HP is not that high. Maybe we'll be able to get by. But once you're like, I'm not sure, maybe level 20 or 30 or above, at some point, your damage reduced by 90%. This gonna start doing something, and you will not be able to get past it unless I could not think of. I mean, as of now, I could not think of any units that can get rid of this by using the special. But I think there is some unit that can get rid of this using the special. I just don't want to think of it right now. But if you do, please give me a comment, and maybe I'll update the team later. All right. So that would be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit that like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.